The topics we are expected to learn in business communication are as follows. In the first lesson, we are going to learn how to write academic papers. This is where we are going to learn how to write the term paper. You realize the term paper is a requirement in almost all courses at the Management University of Africa as part of your continuous assessment test. We shall cover the format of a term paper, how to reference your term paper. At the Management University of Africa, we use the APA referencing style, which we shall cover in that particular lesson. Moving on, we shall go to the lesson 2, the nature of communication. The meaning of business communication will be covered here. We shall also cover the 7 C's, which are the principles of business communication. And last but not least, we shall cover business communication and how it has evolved in today's world. In the next lesson, we are going to cover the purpose of communication. This is where we cover the process of business communication, the types of communication, the channels of communication, and the barriers of communication. We shall learn what are these things that impede effective communication in our day-to-day lives. Then we shall also cover the major forms of communication. There are 4 different types of major forms of communication. The first one is the verbal communication. This is where we communicate using the word of mouth. Then we shall also cover non-verbal communication. And here we shall learn that communication is not only through the word of mouth. We shall also cover written communication, where we shall now put our words in writing. And here we have different forms. This is where we cover the business letters. This is where we cover how to write memos. This is how we cover how to write notices, and so many others. We shall also cover visual communication. Communication has become very visual. Appearances are a major part of communication. Watching television is also a major part of visual communication. Moving on, we shall also cover other forms of communication found at the workplace. This includes types of communication like business letters, writing of memorandum, notices, the use of emails, which has become a major part of our day-to-day communication and has been accepted as a formal way of communicating. From there, we shall cover presentation skills. We shall learn how to become good presenters, both at the workplaces and at a personal level. We shall learn the presentation process. How do we come up with a good presentation that we can present even when we are bidding for businesses for our own organizations? We shall also learn how to come up with visual communication aids that will help us during presentations. A good example is the PowerPoint presentation. After that, we shall learn about advertisements. Business communication has for a long time been considered to be similar to advertisement, though that is not the right thing. But advertisements are a major part of business communication. We shall learn the types of advertisements, the channels of advertisements, and the benefits, and if there are any bad sides of advertisements. We shall also learn public relations. In this lesson, we shall actually find out, is there a difference between advertisement and public relation? We shall also find out who is the public. And above all, we shall find out what is the importance and the place of public relations in business communication. We shall also cover report writing in this course, UCU 100. This is where we shall cover types of reports. We shall go step by step in writing the report itself and learning the format of the report. And we shall also learn what are the barriers that go into report writing. We shall also learn how to conduct effective meetings. We know many a times we have been in meetings that we term them very boring because of the way they are conducted. We shall learn the types of meeting, how to conduct effective meetings, the meeting dynamics, and the success of meetings. We shall also learn how to go through interviews, how to conduct interviews when we are the interviewers, and how to conduct ourselves in interviews when we are being interviewed. And last but not least, we shall learn about how technology has affected communication in today's world. In addition to that, I'd like to give you some reading material that will help you throughout this course. I have 2 texts that will assist you in this course. The first text is Ober, somebody called Ober, 2009, who wrote the book Business Communication. And then we have Bove and Till, 2010, who wrote the book Business Communication Today. Both these books are available at the library of the Management University of Africa. We now take a short break. We'll be right back for our first lesson. Don't go away.